A new analysis shows that tariffs could end up pushing more Americans into poverty. CNN's Matt Egan covering that angle for us this morning. Matt, what are you learning?
Well, John, you got to remember that tariffs, they tend to hit low-income Americans the hardest. And that's because lower-income Americans, they tend to spend a bigger chunk of their paychecks, and they tend to spend more on imports. And of course, imports are what are most exposed to tariffs. And so that's why the Budget Lab has this new analysis out, finding that these tariffs, they could increase the number of Americans falling into poverty. They're saying that these tariffs that are already in effect, they're going to increase the number of people falling below the poverty line by 875,000. That should be 875,000 in terms of how many people are considered in poverty. That's according to the Yale Budget Lab when they look at the official poverty measure, which is a long-running metric on poverty. That includes 375,000 children in poverty. Now, if you want to look at a more conservative measure, there's also the supplemental poverty measure. And even under that category, Yale Budget Lab says that the tariffs are in effect are going to increase the number of people that are in poverty by 650,000. And again, that includes 150,000 children. Now, when you look at this on a percentage basis, it's not quite as dramatic, but still any increase of people in poverty is concerning, especially when you're not talking about some sort of economic disaster, natural disaster, an act of war, right? This is a intentional policy decision that the administration has taken. And they're doing this, of course, with tariffs because they're trying to revive American manufacturing. But economists are concerned about higher prices. And when there's higher prices for people who are living paycheck to paycheck, that's a big deal. One other point here, got to remember that we're not talking about a subtle increase in tariffs. We're talking about a historic one. The Budget Lab says that the average effective tariff rate, 17.4%. That's tariffs that are charged by the United States, taxes on imports. That's the highest, John, in almost a century, since 1935.